Hi y'all, today I'm going to be making sausage, onions, and potatoes. So you're going to need about 2.5 pounds of potatoes. You're going to want to peel them and slice them into scallops and deep fry them using peanut oil. And I put my oil maybe a third of the way because I'm going to be adding potatoes and I don't want a boil over. So I don't want to get the level too high, and have it boil over the stove and, catch fire or whatever. And I have it on medium high. I don't know if you can see that, but I started it on high. And then I added the potatoes a little at a time to keep from dropping the temperature too much too quickly. So I added like 3 or 4 pieces at a time. And then I turned it down to medium high. And as you can see, you still get a really good boil on medium high. The temperature is probably between 250 and 300. And these potatoes, I want to get them to a golden brown. They're almost there. And now I'm going to show you what's next. You will need a large skillet and about 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. You will also need 1 medium chopped onion and 1 link of Polska kielbasa sausage. I think that's like a summer sausage. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not really sure if I did, but anyway, that's what you need. Now the potatoes are a nice golden brown. I'm going to turn the eye off, and then I'm going to remove them, and I'm going to put them on a plate with paper towels to drain them. And then I'll show you the next step. For the next step, now watch very closely because this is tricky. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the onions and sausage to the butter and oil. And then I'm going to give it a stir. And I'm going to stay with this. Okay, I'm going to be stirring it every, 3 minutes or something like that to make sure nothing gets burned. And I'm going to have the eye between medium and medium high. And so after that, I'll show you what's next. That's starting to sizzle and it smells oh so good. And I'm going to cook it until the onions are tender and translucent and the meat is brown on mostly both sides. It's hard to get it, perfect with this kind of thing, but hey, we can try. Okay, the meat has started to brown. It looks pretty good. And the onions are tender, and so I'm going to drain it on a paper towel because that's a lot of oil. But you need that in order to help things cook faster and not stick to the pan and all that. And so I just like to drain it. You don't have to, but I like to. I like to have that butter flavor and everything, but I don't really want it swimming in fat. So it just doesn't taste good to me that way. So I'm going to finish up here in a second and show you what's next. I poured out the excess oil and I wiped out the excess oil also. And then I'm going to put the onions and potatoes back in. Onions and sausage. And then I'm going to add the potatoes. And then I'm going to give it a stir. And then dinner will be served. So isn't that just lovely? Summer sausage, onions, and potatoes. Now you may be saying, potatoes are bad for you. I don't want to eat potatoes. You're right, they're not great, but they do have, some nutritional value. If you want to eat potatoes and you want to lower the glycemic index of a meal, just add fibrous vegetables like green beans or a side salad, with a non-sugary dressing. And that will help lower the blood sugar effect of the potatoes by just adding fibrous vegetables. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day. Bye-bye. By the way, this is the sausage that I used. It is Polska kielbasa. I used the Eckrich. I used 1 link, and then I'll refrigerate this for a few days and maybe use it again or put it in the freezer and use it later.